The first successful electric vehicle was built by Scottish-American chemist William Morrison in 1891. In 1897, a fleet of electric taxis began operating in New York City. By 1900, a third of all cars in major US cities were electric. Many preferred EVs to gasoline and steam-powered cars as they were cleaner and easier to operate. In 1900, Henry Ford released the Model T, a mass-produced petrol-powered vehicle that was much cheaper than an electric car. By the 1920s, EVs were practically extinct due to the low price of oil and the need for more powerful vehicles that could travel longer distances. In the 1960s and 70s, alternatives to foreign oil were highly sought, and a number of car companies produced electric vehicles. In 1988, General Motors funded the production of a practical consumer electric car. The EV1 was a battery-powered car that could travel up to 128 kilometres. In 1997, the first commercial hybrid car was introduced in Japan, the Toyota Prius. Engineering students from Swinburne University build an electric race car every year. I spoke to some of the students about their vehicle.
So the main differences between our vehicle and a petrol vehicle is obviously it's electric. So we have batteries in our side pods and a large electric motor in the rear. Unfortunately, our vehicle takes a fair while to charge. You can't just put petrol into it, but given about 4 hours of charge time, we can do about 50 kilometres at race speed.
Dr. Clint Steele from Swinburne says the team recently switched from building a petrol-powered vehicle to the electric race car.
There's two reasons for moving towards electric vehicle research. One is that there are environmental benefits, and it's for that reason that the government is interested in funding these areas. So it's an opportunity for any academic researcher to move into electric vehicles. It's also a unique niche, so we saw the opportunity and we decided that we were going to become the best within that area within Australia.
So are EVs more environmentally friendly?
Yeah, definitely. It all comes down to where you're getting your initial source from. You've got to make sure that that's renewable as well. So, but definitely, as long as you kind of follow it, whether you use solar or wind or something like that, renewable. Yeah.
Currently, we charge off the grid through industrial power, but we also actually offset all of our emissions through carbon offsetting, the planting of trees.
Today, with the rising price of oil and high concern about carbon emissions, alternatives to petrol-powered cars are becoming more popular, and more car companies are offering hybrid and electric cars. But can the electric car fulfil the promise from a century ago?